because I come from Romania. I was born and raised in Romania, and I got to experience the old communist system. It's been 25 years now that the Berlin Wall fell, but I was there before that, about your age. And we had no technology. We were lucky to have 2 hours of electricity a day. So I remember walking home from school with my friends, and we would sit outside and talk for hours. And it was a shock to me when I came to the US to find out that people think high school sucks. And high school is so hard, and the social pressures. And I loved high school. I hated college. Loved high school. I had so many great conversations and so many opportunities to grow and learn, although I had no internet. And oftentimes, we had to do homework by candlelight. And somehow, everything worked out. So I want to talk to you today about how to be in technology, yet remind ourselves of the older days when we actually still had opportunities to learn directly from and with other people. I want to talk about how we can control technology. You see, I am a technology addict. I have 3 cell phones. I have the iPhone 6 right here, because it's got to be with me. I have the iPhone 5S, and I have a Lumia, because I got to mix in some Microsoft technology there. I have 2 laptops. I have an iPad mini, a Kindle. I have a dive computer and the running computer. I'm all about technology. I love technology, and I love social media. But it came to a point where I was getting so much email and so many text messages. And people would text message me things like, yes, no, thanks. I know you're grateful. You don't need to text message me just to say thank you. It became too much. So I thought about it, and I decided to turn off all notifications on my phone, on my computer. And I wanted to see what happens if I choose when I go online, if I choose when I read my emails, when I read my text messages, when I look at Facebook, instead of allowing those interruptions to make the choice for me. So I decided to run an experiment. And I learned a lot through the process, so I want to share with you today some of the things that became evident as I went down this journey. This here is Yvette Vickers. In 2011, she was found dead in her home. Her computer was on next to her bed. The pathology report showed she had been dead for almost a year. Nobody thought to check in on Yvette. By all standards, she was a very successful woman. She had been Playboy Playmate. She had been a movie actress. She lived the Hollywood life. She had a huge social network. She was still communicating with fans, although she was in her 80s. Big social network. Yet she died alone, and nobody found her for almost a year. Yvette had a big social network, but it was very shallow. So think about truly what your relationship with your devices means to you. If it is that you sleep with your phone, like I do, I have my iPhone underneath my pillow, I'll confess. And I pretend that it's under my pillow because I use it as an alarm clock. But what does that mean to you? Is it because you're feeling lonely? Is it because you don't really feel like yourself without it? By the way, that's a sure sign of addiction. When we need another object or a drug to make us feel full and complete. How does it make it feel to have your devices and not have your devices? That is the first step when we try to recover from an addiction. So that would be the first step if we try to take control of technology. How do our devices make us feel, and why? This is you on your phone. You'll notice there's a little bit of a frown there. I can't tell what color her eyes are. I don't know if she's happy or not. This is you without your phone. If you ask your parents, your teachers, they'll probably say, it's the happier you. It's the same you. But now I can tell what you're feeling. I can tell who you are. When you hide behind your phones, you're not letting other people see you, the true you. You should see my pictures on Facebook. I have like superstar awesome pictures. I look so good and all my selfies are perfect. I use the slimming app to look a little, trimmer. That's not me. And I know it, and I take advantage of it. I take advantage of the fact that these online tools allow me to put out the picture that I want to put out. I'm a businesswoman. I want people to invite me to gigs like this. So I'll use technology for that. It comes from the Greek word techne. And what I love about the concept of technology is that it's actually about human expression. People have built devices from the beginning of times to make their lives easier, to make more money, in some ways to be happier. It's the application of scientific knowledge to a practical purpose. And quite a few of the earlier presenters talked about setting goals and your purpose. Okay? Technology is meant to be used for a purpose. It's not meant to use you. To those who feel incomplete, you aren't. You were born complete, perfect, beautiful. You didn't need an iPhone to be complete. You are complete just the way you are. And the people in your life, the true friends, not the Facebook friends, not the friends that let Yvette laid there for a year before she was found, your true friends will see how perfect you are without your devices. Use technology for what it's meant to be used, for practical purposes. So if you listen to the advice of the other presenters, they've encouraged you to set a goal. Use technology to meet that goal. I'm online probably hours every day. It's my job. I run a digital marketing company, and we do a lot of social media for businesses. I am on Facebook all the time. I hate it. It's gotten to the point where I hate Facebook with a passion. I have to be there because it's my job. So I choose how I spend that time. This is how crazy Facebook gets for me, and I'm sure for you too. So I'll go to Facebook to look at a client's Facebook page. The moment I reach this page, the wall as they call it, I forget why I'm there. Facebook is instant memory loss for me. So now I write on a little piece of paper next to my desk, go do this. And when that memory loss hits me, I look at my piece of paper and I go do the thing that I need to do. We all fall into those traps. This technology thing is so addictive. It's so wonderful. I want to just be in it all the time. But it's not good for me to be in it all the time. So I use little tricks like that to remind myself why I'm there and put myself back in a position of control. Now, I know that a lot of you will say, but it's impolite to not respond to people right away. And it's impolite to not call people back. Although nobody calls anymore, I swear. I haven't gotten a phone call in weeks. Everybody texts me. They text me the stupidest things, too, It's become an interruption method. So you're impolite when you're texting me about the bagel you had for breakfast, because I couldn't care less. You're impolite when you're texting me in the middle of the night because you're bored, or because you're wondering if that boy really likes you or not, and then we're going to sit there texting back and forth. By the way, it still happens at my age. We overanalyze boys and what they said to us, and we text back and forth about it. And I sit there and realize, this makes no, I'm not going to get that guy just because I'm texting back and forth about him. Might as well put the phone down and go do something about it. Or get some sleep so I look prettier tomorrow. So it is impolite also to tell your friends that they're impolite for not responding to you on your own terms. It is about control. Studies have shown that most people feel like they need to respond right away because at some point somebody told them that they were a bad person for not responding right away. That person was trying to exert control over you by telling you that. They wanted to have things their way. They wanted to influence your behavior. And how do you fight somebody who's controlling? By taking control of your own actions. Putting yourself in a position of control, which means turn off notifications. Set rules with your friends that sometimes you're not going to respond right away, and that's okay. I tell people, do not email or text me just a thank you or a yes or a no or thanks or smiley face. It's wasted space. It's wasted time. I know you're grateful. I love you too. Let's say that to each other in person. No, then don't take up my brain space by emailing me and texting me irrelevant things. Every time you stop yourself from pursuing your purpose that the other presenters have encouraged you to set, every time you pick up the phone because it buzzed or rang, every time you go to a social network and have that memory loss that I do, and then it's 2 hours later and you've seen 15,000 pictures of kittens and babies and celebrities and you didn't do anything else. You got hijacked. Instead of you controlling technology, technology started deciding for you. And it's not random. Facebook wants you there for hours and hours and hours. Snapchat wants you there for hours and hours and hours. So does Twitter. Oh, and Instagram. Well, Instagram got bought by Facebook. They want you there scrolling and looking and clicking and liking. What do you want when you go to Instagram? Why let those social networks determine how you use them? You use them. It's about your purpose. Another thing that I hear a lot is, it feels good, though, to get those text messages. Makes my heart sing. It's a problem with that. You all here, if those of you who are on Facebook, some of you may have abandoned it like me, but I'm sure you've heard this from your friends. There's been a lot of discussion recently about how we deal with depression. And there's a lot of posts out there, a lot of people who have no proper information, but they think they should just post everywhere about their opinions about depression. Depression is a serious thing. You are up in the middle of the night and just wish that somebody texted you. Think through this. Are you just feeling lonely like we all do? Or are you feeling depressed? And if you are feeling depressed, if you have this dark bubble from which you cannot escape, and if it persists, you need to talk to somebody about it. And talk to them and talk to them and talk to them. Do not give up. Find another person and somebody who will listen to you. Texting your friends is not going to help. Depression is a serious thing, and it is okay. Everybody goes through it at one point or another in their lives, and there is help for it. The worst thing you can do, though, is to expect that texting your friends is going to resolve that problem. As I mentioned, I love social media. I'm very, very active on social media. And here's how I do it. I set time to do it. I have a rule, and we do this at my company. We try to take at least 1 hour a week because in the business world, everybody emails, and they email too much, and it's nonsense. So we have no email hour Wednesday morning, 9 o'clock. Nobody's allowed to be on email. You can do anything else. You can think, you can talk. Just don't look at your email. So you can set a rule like that for yourself. Just 1 hour a day. I'm not asking you to stop using devices altogether. Just find time that is your time, where you don't let interruptions stop you from pursuing your purpose. We also have detox days. Because we do so much social media work, my team and I, we're online all the time. And we burn out. And we've learned the symptoms. When we start dreading being on Twitter, it means that we've been tweeting too much. And it happens, and we snap out of it. So we have everybody take a day every quarter where they're not online at all. And in the business world, people value time off. So we give these extra days to people, and then we check each other. We have buddies, and everybody checks on each other, and they get scolded if anybody finds them anywhere online. Okay, we team up. We do this as a team. It's a lot easier if you buddy up with your friends. So, screw FOMO. I feel FOMO so much. I remember being on Twitter and watching people tweet about this conference, and I so wanted to be there, and then I realized that I was actually more productive because that was work. I was actually making money. And when I looked at it in the grander scheme of things, it seemed preferable for me to just feel FOMO but not act on it. Be a leader, like I said. The key to this is to set some ground rules, little ones, an hour here and there. Set a cutoff hour for texting. You put down a phone at 10 p.m. Done. Talk to your friends, talk with them. Find buddies who will support you in this. Take charge. Be a leader. Don't let yourself get hijacked by technology. It's just technology. It enables people to try to use you and use your time to their ends. You should use technology to meet your own goals, to pursue your aspirations. Not let yourself be interrupted every minute of the day for another emoji, sticker, hashtag. Do things on your own terms. Take control of technology. Be that beautiful you that you are. Feel good about being you without your device, says me with my iPhone in my pocket. You are beautiful. You are full. And today is another proof of that. You taking the time to be here today, the presenters that you had who were amazing. You are a complete human being, beautiful the way you were made to be without your devices. Choose when to use them. You control technology. It doesn't control you.